Hi everyone, it's Diana Palm, the Love Witch, and today we're going to be talking about how to hold a high vibration. Yes, once you do all that work and you get your vibration high, how do you actually maintain a higher vibration through your daily life? This is one of the largest questions I get asked by my students, by my clients, people that really know the value of having a high vibration. Is it daily work? Yes, it's actually a new lifestyle. It's a new mindset that you want to adopt for yourself. Holding your higher vibration reminds me of holding the vision. If you guys remember in the 90s when the Celestine Prophecy was written and came out, I read it and had such an impactful connection with the material in those books in the whole series. So if you haven't read it, actually run out, go to a used bookstore, go online, order yourself a copy, get the Celestine Prophecy, number 10th Insight, get How to Hold the Vision, and the whole set. It's just worth it. You should always have this set. When that book first came out, I always had at least 6 copies on hand just so that I had them available to give out to friends. I loved the material. It's super relevant and it has everything to do with holding your vision, or in this case, vibration. I don't even remember how that book came to me, but I do remember having a copy of it in 1994 because that's the year my daughter was born. She was just beginning to learn how to walk and she was beginning to teeth. I was living with my friend Tony, and one night in the middle of a big cry fest when she's teething, her gums were super sore, he said, "Go take a break, Di, I'll take care of the baby." I hadn't had even a moment to myself since my baby was born. I hadn't even thought of it. So having a break for a couple hours meant the world to me. So he led me to the bathroom where he had taken the shower curtain and flounced it over the bar, and he had lit candles everywhere. Music was playing softly in the background, and a nice hot bath was waiting for me. And he literally told me, just take your time, read a book, hang out, relax. I've got it. I'll take care of the baby. So that's the book I had with me, and I read that book. I was so engaged in the story. It was a page turner. I read that book so quickly. I very much connected with the spiritual truths within that storyline. And by the time I finished reading the book, I literally, still sitting in the hot water, closed the book, looked up and said, "This is what I need. I need to have a spiritual journey just like this." I literally wanted to go to a war-torn land, to have a spiritual quest, and to have a very deep inner journey spiritually. I didn't know how this was going to happen, but I stated it right then and there upon finishing the book while still sitting in the bathwater. It wasn't more than a day or two later when I got a random phone call from my mother who was offering to bring any of her children to Medjagori, Bosnia. I didn't know what that was. Medjagori is a place where the Virgin Mary appears. It's like Fatima, it's like Lourdes. It's very magical, it's very spiritual, it's Holy Land, and a lot of miracles happen there. But at that time, in 1994-95, it was under war, and there were a lot of warnings about traveling there. So we did go during that time. We got to bring a lot of humanitarian goods to the refugees. We had amazing healings, prayer sessions, and connecting with locals, and saw some beautiful buildings that were literally built by people that had no craftsmanship, but were led by prayer from others. It was just extraordinary, and that trip changed my life because that's where I worked with a healing priest who taught me how to tap in with my own spiritual abilities, my mediumship, my ability to see spirits, my ability to help people heal. All of that came through this journey. Nothing in my life was ever the same after that. I literally got the green light from this Catholic priest to step into my gift and my calling. And that's how long I've been helping people to heal. So you could say the Celestine Prophecy changed my life. And if you really sink into the material in that book, it could lead you to your path as well and change your life. I didn't intend for this to be a book review, but the material in that book is what I really want to address, because after somebody goes through this inner journey and they learn to navigate through their life through spiritual awareness, one of the books is called Holding the Vision, and that's what it's about. Once you've gotten there, once you've been initiated, once you've learned and you understand and you comprehend and you practice and you can get there, then it's about holding it, holding the vision, or in this case, holding the vibration. It's the same thing. There's also a movie version, and I like the movie version because there's a scene where they're holding the vision, they're holding their vibration high, And in that state, they're literally invisible to their enemy. But it was hard to sustain that because they came into fear and they came into doubt and they became lower in vibration, therefore becoming visible again. This is so relevant and it's a universal message. I think it's one of the largest spiritual journeys that a person can take. And everyone's going to have their own experience with this. Sometimes you'll get real high in vibration and you'll notice that it's like click, 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 everything comes together. It's like magic. Everything is synchronistic. Everything is easy. You're in the flow. And then something makes you step out of the flow and everything gets all distorted and crazy and chaotic again. When you've experienced that, you usually start chasing that feeling like, how do I get back in the flow? I just want to be in the flow. I want my life to be easy again and happy again, and I want it to sync up. This is a sign that you do know how to get there. So first of all, congratulations. Or you can pat yourself on the back. Congratulations, you do know how to get there. The trick is, how do you hold it? And that's why I make all these videos about getting your vibration high. Things that you can do on a daily basis to help you hold a higher vibration. This entails the way that you eat, the way that you think, how you take care of your body, how you take care of your mind, how you take care of your words. All of these things can either lower or raise your vibration. You know, if you're surrounded by people, if it's an uplifting, optimistic, inspiring conversation, you can literally feel the energy within your being rise. You start to have new ideas that are more inspired yourself. It's easy to connect in with that energy when you're in it. But if you happen to be around people that are gossiping, prejudiced, putting down others, you're going to feel that energy drop. And it's going to induce fear in you. It's going to trigger your own limits, lack consciousness, and begin to make you feel stunted in your own life. You're going to forget how magical you are and how divine you are. Choosing to hold a high vibration is up to each and every individual. You must navigate this yourself. If you know that you go to certain places and you feel a lower vibration, it's time for you to leave. If you know that going around certain groups of friends lowers your vibration, it's time for you to make new friends or spend some more time alone, quality time, where you can literally spend time on hobbies or creating new projects or reading books that inspire you or influence you in an optimistic way. There's no more important thing than getting a high vibration and holding a high vibration. I'm always talking about high vibration because this is where you meet your divine counterpart. This is where you meet people that have done the work, that have made the interpersonal decision to stay in a high vibe life, to stay effective, to stay positive, to move past the barriers and traumas of the past, and to literally think of every new day as a new way of being. Every single morning when you wake up, you can start over brand new without lugging with you the entire rest of your storyline. Was it for nothing? No, of course not. It brought you right here and right now. But every time you recall it and tell it, it literally just infects you with the old energy, and it's harder to get off of you and start new again. So every morning when you wake up, it's important to say to yourself, today is a new day, and I'm a new person today, and this is who I've decided to be today. There are many spiritual gifts that become awakened when you start to live your life this way. When I was first experiencing a lot more spiritual sight, I could literally read a room. I would walk into a place and just get an overall feeling for the room, a sense for the room, but it began shifting colors where I would see like a dark gray. I'd actually even hear like a low hum if it was a negative space. And I would immediately not even go into the room. I'd stand at the door and be like, nope. That's not the place I'm going into. And then when I found one that was more lively, more connective, higher vibing, where people were enjoying themselves, laughter, music, whatever it was that made this different than that, this one was full of light. And those are the areas where I spent time. Those are the areas that called to me, where I knew I would have a wonderful, uplifting experience if I were to go emerge into that energy. So that's what I did. And you can literally navigate through your life that way. It's very easy to make choices when you're able to kind of tune into the subtle energy and tune into the vibe and see, like, is this lowering my vibration or is this raising my vibration? Just being optimistic is not enough. Just setting an intention is not enough either. Most of the time, in order to hold a high vibration, you need to have some things in place to support your spiritual mindset. And that's why I talk about the foods that raise your vibration, the different activities that raise your vibration, the healing work to your heart and to your painful past, to clear resentments, regrets, traumas, all the things that can really, really impact you in a spiritual way, emotionally and energetically. When you do that kind of healing, it allows you to get a higher vibration because you're more in alignment with yourself. You're more living in the now because you've healed the things from your past that have brought you down. If you're able to get a high vibration, give me one heart below. Write down in the comments. Let me know how you're doing with that, if you're still fluctuating. If you're able to get a high vibration and keep a high vibration, then give me 2 hearts down below in the comments. Let me know what you do to maintain a high vibration in your daily life. If you're interested in doing some healing around this to clear up your energy so that you can get and keep a high vibration, be sure you set up a private session with me at www.dianapalm.com. I also have 2 programs that may interest you. One is called Manifesting Your Dreams Masterclass, which is an online program that will lead you through the biggest abundance blocks, help you to find them yourself and understand a little bit more about how your brain may have been getting in your way. And it includes a 20-minute subconscious reprogramming to help you heal it. I also have another program more focused on love, which is called Manifesting Your Soulmate System. And yes, it will help you manifest your soulmate, but by getting you in alignment with yourself, by removing your mother's programs, your father's programs, group consciousness, the things that have hurt you in your past, and helping you get back to center, helping you get back into your energy without the influences that have been affecting you your entire life. When you get into alignment, it's just a natural law. Your divine union shows up. So be sure you check that out if you're looking for your divine counterpart. Thank you so much for being here, everyone. I can't wait to help you manifest the life and the love you deserve.